I absolutely do think there'll be a cure. With all the gene splicing that is happening these days and the way technology is going, I think there's a cure for pretty much just about anything.
Hi, my name is Guy Law. I'm a hemophiliac. This is not my story, but this is the story of three amazing individuals that are all connected. My documentary is called The Most Expensive Genes You'll Never Own.
I am currently 22 years old. It is March of 2018. I'll be 23 in June. And I was diagnosed at birth.
I do have hemophilia, factor 8, or hemophilia A, factor 8 severe. Um, it is a bleeding disorder in which your blood has trouble clotting on its own.
Hemophilia to me is kind of like a process in your body that's just not eliminated, but it's also not quite all there. I personally have hemophilia A, so I'm missing clotting factor number 8. I technically have severe, so I have less than 1% of that specific clotting factor in my blood. Um, but it's just, as explained to me, a set of dominoes with a domino taken out so that they don't all fall. The worst part about hemophilia, I would just probably say, is I would say the tediousness of treatment. Uh, the treatment has certainly changed from a really young age, basically from when I remember. There was two different vials. You would have two different needles, separating them, and putting the powder in one, the liquid in the other, then mixing them, and then pulling those completely out into a separate syringe. Whereas to now, you don't even need the needles to conjoin the two. It's just they plug the one vial, one syringe, plug them into each other, mix it in the tube, and you can just put it in. Pretty simple.
Having hemophilia, there is a lot dealing with pain issues and getting prescribed narcotics and other pain medication. And in my case, I was prescribed Oxycontin for when I was 15 until about 20, so about 5 years. And it became a problem. I had to go through a detox program. Unfortunately, having to deal with pain, I can never get away from not taking any pain medication for when I am having bleeding episodes, but nowadays with being able to treat at home and not letting bleeds get to that point where I have to take pain medication, it reduces the potential of developing another um, dependency.
Bleed to me is, first of all, pain, and a lot of it. The area that it's at, it starts swelling. It's super warm to the touch. It just feels like a big blood sac just sitting under the skin, um, and it doesn't feel good at all.
Back, 25, 30 years ago, uh, at the time there were no home health companies, so you had to go to the hospital or the emergency room when you were to have needed factor. But then we'd have to go every other day uh, for like 5 years until home health companies came out. And at the time, treatments would last anywhere from 35 to minutes to an hour. And now, you go once a year down to the clinic. You see a physical therapist, you see the doctor, you see the social worker, and now your treatments are done once a week. Takes maybe 2 minutes. It's just like giving a doctor giving you a shot.
Some of the struggles nowadays would be I have arthritis in my right elbow, bone to bone. as well as arthritis in my both my ankles. The best part about hemophilia is the relationships and friendships that I've made over the years.
My favorite memories from having hemophilia is always going to be going to camp as a child. I mean, they always had the best activities, things that you would think that we couldn't do. They were pushing. They challenged us. It was always fun, and same. Everybody was just always great with each other. A cure to me doesn't necessarily have to be, they give me one injection and I'm done for life. If they could reduce it down to at least once a month, that would be pretty optimal, I believe. I don't think there necessarily will be a cure. I think there's too much money in the business, just for the fact that if they do have a cure, they're basically out of jobs.